Hello, my dear learners. Very good evening, everyone. I am Shashank and I welcome you all on the strategy session of Exampur. That is English medium prep by Exampur. So, students, please comment your response. How many of you are online for the session? Then we are going to discuss about the Ssc Cpo, the strategy how to prepare the general awareness exam. So general awareness section, how we have to prepare guys for Ssc Cpo, that we are going to discuss in today's session. And if I talk about how to prepare for the general awareness, and general awareness plays an crucial and important role in any examination because this is less time consuming and more marks fetching. So how we have to manage general awareness CPO examination, that we are going to discuss. So guys, let's start with the CPO examination pattern and how much marks of the general awareness, how many questions, how many marks that comes. Guys, if I talk about the examination pattern of the of the CPO paper 1, because in paper 1 the general awareness is being asked, in paper 2 only we have English is being asked. So now let's see what is the marking pattern. For marking pattern, that is English 50 marks 50 question, general awareness 50 marks 50 question, mathematics 50 marks 50 question, and reasoning 50 marks 50 questions. So total time that is dedicated for your examination, that will be 2 hours and total question will be 200. Now guys, if I say 30 30 30 30, so for every section you have half hour or 30 minutes to solve. So for every section you have half an hour or 30 minutes to solve the question. Now how we have to attempt this half hour or 30 question? That is for general awareness 50 question and 30 minutes. So that is bit manageable. But my dear students, you don't have to dedicate complete 30 minutes in general awareness. 15 to 20 minutes if you dedicate 15 to 20 minutes in general awareness section, that is more than enough. And we have the negative marking also, and the negative marking is 0.25. So negative marking for in Ssc Cpo examination is 0.25 and every section has 30 minutes to solve. Now guys, general awareness, we all know it's a very vast area. It's just like the space, very vast area to cover, but we will try to summarize. We will try to bring a limit to which sections of the general awareness fetches more marks. And before we should start, we should know what they ask in general awareness. So we should know what they ask in general awareness. So what is the syllabus of general awareness? Now if I talk about the syllabus of the general awareness syllabus, that takes social science, general science plus current affairs and static GK. So this is the vast syllabus of general awareness. Now what comes in social science? In social sciences guys, they will ask you the question from Indian history. Now Indian history is also including the question of art and culture. So you will find the question of art and culture also. But you will not be asked the question which is related to the world history. So no questions will be from world history. No question that will be from world history. No question will be from world history. So directly you have the question from Indian history. Next we have the geography. Geography guys, it contains the syllabus of Indian geography and world geography. Contains the question from Indian geography and world geography. Indian economics, mainly the question will be from macroeconomics chapter. Then Indian polity, only constitution. There will be no question from governance. No question from governance. Then biology, physics and chemistry, that is up to class 10th level, that is general science. Now the general science may also include technology. So general science may also include technology, current affairs plus static GK. So this is the vast syllabus of this general awareness, but you do not have to get panic कि how we will remember this. The notes will become very much bulky and we have to devote too much time in preparing the general awareness. Now if you will see the previous year question guys, you will find कि the question they do not ask like UPSC. So the questions they are of one liner, current affairs they are of one liner. They will not ask you the question like consider the following statement and 4 statements are given and which of them is correct or false. Maximum to maximum they can give you the question related to the one liner statement, one liner question, or maximum to maximum they can give you the question which is related to match the following, but they will not give you the question that will be very deep in nature. So this was about the general awareness section, very easy section yet very score fetching and marks fetching for your exam. Now let's see about the important topics. Ki what are the important topics of general awareness? Let's start with the Indian history, and the questions that we are seeing, they are almost the tentative. The number of questions are tentative, or it is number of question is as expected, but it is not 100% कि that 4 to 5 question may be asked. It may ask 7 to 8 or may ask 3 to 4 also. So the number of question they are tentative. Now in Indian history, tentative number of question will be 6 to 7 questions are expected out of 50. So this is all out of 50. Out of 50 questions. Out of 50 questions, 6 to 7 are expected. The question will be maximum from the modern India. That will include art and culture is important. So now instead of medieval India, they have started asking art and culture related question. For example, they can ask you about the monument, they can ask you about the books, they can ask you about any particular type of painting that was being did during the medieval India, or any type of sculpture that was being made. Modern India, the freedom struggle, so that is from 1707 to 1947 time period is of modern India, and especially the Indian freedom struggle. Indian freedom struggle is very much important. Now come to geography. Geography guys, we have 6 to 7 questions they can be asking, and for geography, Indian geography is very much important. So the question will be asked from Indian geography, although 2 to 3 questions they may ask from the world geography also. 2 to 3 questions they may ask from world geography also, because world geography also plays a pivotal role in deciding the question. World geography, like they can ask you about the names of the state, they can ask you the geographical definition also. They can ask you the geographical definition also. So they can ask you the geographical definition. Geographical definition is also being asked. Like what is a strait, what is a pass, what is a peninsula, what is a gulf, what is a bay, what is a bight. So this type of geographical definition can also be asked. Now come to the Indian polity. Indian polity guys, 6 to 7 question can be asked, but in the polity the question will be only from the Constitution of India. So Indian Constitution is important. So Indian Constitution is asked. No question will be asked from the governance. So no question will be asked from governance. So don't go for reading the governance and administrative systems. Simply the question will be asked from the Indian Constitution, like about the articles, about the different types of amendments, Other than this, from the making of the Indian Constitution, they may ask you the question, but they will not ask the typical type of question that is being asked from the governance and administration, because that comes under civil services syllabus, but only the polity, that is the article, making of the constitution and amendments, they will ask you in Indian polity. Now, important articles and amendments are important. So, important articles, we have all around 470 articles, but they will not ask you all the articles. But important articles like fundamental rights, 12 to 35, directive principles, this type of articles, they are important, and amendments they can also ask in your examination. So, this was about the Indian polity. Now come to economics. Economics, guys, they can ask you 4 to 5 questions that is related to economics. 4 to 5 questions that will be from economics, and maximum question can be asked through the macroeconomics. Macroeconomics like national income, inflation, budget system. Other than this budget system, they can ask you the question national income, inflation, budget, or 5-year plans. They are very hot and demanding topic for this examination, although they can ask you the question from the market, although that they can ask you the question from microeconomics, the types of market. What I have seen कि they ask the question from type of markets. Now international organization and their headquarter is also important. So they can ask you the question from international organization also and headquarter as well. Now come to the science. Ki what they ask in the science, general science, the question will be around 7 to 10, and question will be from physics, chemistry and biology of class 10. So they will not be asking you more than class 10. Other than this, now what they have started, question from technology. So they have started asking the question from technology also. So the question from technology can also be asked. Now come to current affairs and static GK, around 10 to 12 to 14 questions they will be asking. So now this has become an important segment other than social sciences. Now static GK, what they can ask, important personalities, art and culture, that is related to dance, music, different types of dance and music, national parks, wildlife sanctuaries. Other than this, books and authors, fairs and festivals, dams and bridges, days and dates. So these are the questions which is related to static GK. Now current affairs, guys, last 8 to 10 months current affairs is needed for the exam. So if you revise the current affairs of last 8 to 10 months, that is also more than enough for your Ssc Cpo examination. So last 8 to 10 month current affairs is needed. Last 8 to 10 month current affairs is needed for your examination. So this was, guys, all about how to prepare and which topic you should pay more attention while preparing the examination. It is not like that ki just try to make simple and handy notes so that ki during the time of examination you can revise it properly and can go to write the exam. Other than this, test series also will play a pivotal role in general awareness also, because what we have seen कि although they will ask simple question, but they will twist the whole thing. They will start twisting the important events. Therefore, it may become very much pathetic for you to cope up with this. So I will request every one of you to please go through the previous year paper that is available on internet. Also, it is available on Exampur app, that from where you can download and see the type of question. Other than this, practice is very much important, because what we have seen ki although sometimes the question is very easy, and once you see easy question and once you are not aware of them, then you can also commit the mistake because the language of that question is twisted. So this thing you have to keep in your mind while preparing the general awareness section, and mark my dear students, it's a very easy section and very score fetching section, so it can balance your score. It can increase your score, and if some section does not go well, so it will help you to balance out the all 4 sections so that you can go for tier 2 by achieving good marks. So general awareness is like a handy section that will not consume too much of your time and can give you the better results in your exam. So guys, with this we conclude the session of today, and that was all about the general awareness section, how to attempt general awareness section in CPO examination and how to prepare and what are the important topics. With this guys, I conclude my topic of today, and I hope you must have found this session a right approach. You must have got the right approach and guidance ki how to prepare this section. So that was all for the day guys. Let's meet tomorrow on English medium prep by example for the marathon, because Saturday and Sunday they are the marathon days. So that was all for the day guys. Let's meet in the next session. Till then, bye bye everyone. Do take very good care of yourself.